completed my first half marathon yesterday, and today is a day to recover. I always felt it's important, no matter what I did as an athlete, to always get right back into the gym. So here I be, whether I totaled 2,500 pounds, 2,600 pounds, whether I squatted over 1,000, benched over 800, it was always very, very important to me. Contest was on Saturday or Sunday, I'm in the gym Sunday or Monday. Just showing up is part of it sometimes, and even if, I would go as far to say, even if you end up with a half-hearted workout, at least you got some points on the scoreboard, and at least you have the resolve and determination to get back up after getting your ass kicked. So I'm doing a sled today, forward and backwards dragging. You can accomplish a lot of this by doing leg press and lunges and things like that. But I love the tank. I've been a huge fan of it for a long time, huge proponent of it for a long time. So I'm doing some pushing and pulling with the sled. I'm gonna take this next one and walk forward with it, and I'm gonna get a lot of good stretch in my toes and my calves. Try to open some of that up. From the run, the front of my legs got pretty sore. I would be lying if I said it was hard. It never really felt hard to me. I never thought about stopping. All of it felt relatively easy in some ways. Now, keep in mind that I was jogging and I wasn't running. So if I was trying to run and keep up with somebody else or something like that, or try to have a real specific time, that would have been a lot tougher, more challenging. But I'm not trained up for that. The most I ever ran previously was about 4 miles. So I just, my main goal was just, hey, just make it the whole way. And I did that, proud of myself, excited about it, and now on to the next one. Who knows what I'll do next. But yeah, for today, pushing and pulling on the sled, and that'll probably be it for today. Those of you who are unfamiliar with the sled, it's got a bunch of different settings on it, a bunch of different intensities. So I'm going to take it down a notch. Now I can actually go a little faster, but it will still be slow. Products like this, sleds, really beneficial for big guys, people that haven't run in a long time, probably haven't put a lot of force into the ground in a long time, and therefore they'll hurt themselves. But if you got a sled or you have a hill to run, that could be massively beneficial. I can push into this pretty hard and not have it kill me, and I can get feedback from it right away that tells me whether I can push harder or not. Whereas when you go to sprint, it's just like one false step and boom, there goes a hammy, there goes a calf. Some gym owners out there that got a space for it, this product is incredible, because one person that side, one person this side, go back and forth until they drop, get a lot of work in. So now it's just on cruise. I'm just gonna kind of walk kind of fast-ish. I've been running for maybe just a couple months, so it wasn't like I did that run completely out of nowhere, but very little training, just enough of learning about pushing myself to make it through the whole thing without stopping, which was the main goal. So I'm setting this on here. I'm gonna push this a little differently with my butt. And as I'm going backwards, I wanna share something with you guys. Don't allow yourself to be boxed in. Don't allow anybody to put you in a box, and don't allow yourself, more so than anything, to put yourself in a box. You're not dumb, you're not stupid, you're not lazy. Maybe on occasion, you do possess some of those attributes. Maybe you do act dumb. Maybe you do act stupid here and there. Maybe you make some mistakes. Maybe you're not as dedicated to some stuff as you'd like. But we have a tendency to say always and never. Things never work out for me. Everything I do always turns to shit. I'm not a creative person. Nah, that's not me. I'm not that smart. I'm not book smart. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a person that does real well on Mondays. I can't do Mondays. All these different things, even saying like you're a night owl, that's probably also alluding to the fact that you don't want to wake up in the morning. So a lot of these things can be interpreted as negative in our body, but it also traps us and boxes us in. For many years, I was a power lifter, but that wasn't the only thing that I was. I also have 2 children that I love and couldn't be any more proud of. A son named Jake, he's 18, just got a new car and just got a job at In-N-Out. Very proud of him, I love him very much. And my daughter Quinn, very proud of her, I love her very much. She plays volleyball. But my son isn't just an In-N-Out worker, and my daughter's not just a volleyball player. And my wife isn't just my wife, she's also the mother of my kids. She's also the CEO of this company. And I wasn't just a power lifter. I was a dad, I was a husband, somebody that was dedicated to multiple things at one time. And I know that a lot of you are really dedicated to a lot of stuff. So if we start to unpack some of these things, and we start to examine some of these things, the shit that you say about yourself turns out to very rarely be true. Sometimes somebody's like, oh, that's not for me, I can't diet that way. I can't lift like you, Mark. I can't lift like the people at Super Training. Even though your gym's free, I'm not gonna come to Super Training because people don't think they're strong enough. They don't believe in themselves enough. And I need you to believe in yourselves. Hopefully, through some of the things that I'm doing, hopefully you're seeing it. I used to weigh 330 pounds. I used to be a broke-ass power lifter, and that's all I ever lived for, was to lift the next weight. Now, I've lost 100 pounds. I'm very wealthy, I have a very successful business. I feel like I have a very successful marriage. I feel like I have a successful relationship with my children. All these things are always in flux, and they can always change. But what you're doing right now can change as well. You just have to be open-minded. There's no reason to allow anybody, and most importantly yourself, to put yourself into a box and to think that you're one particular way. I just ran a half marathon. Once I started running a couple months ago, some people were like, oh, he's gonna do a marathon, oh, he's gonna do an ultra. Now, sure, that's a possibility. Who knows what I'll do? Maybe I'll do some MMA. Maybe I'll do some jiu-jitsu. Maybe I'll go back into bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, powerlifting, running, these are just things that I do. They don't define me. I don't put myself in that box because I'm also an inventor. I'm also an author. I'm also somebody that knows a tremendous amount about nutrition. You can be all these things too, but it doesn't happen unless you believe in yourself. I was very fortunate to have 2 amazing parents, especially my mother, who I spent the most time with. My mom believed in me so much that sometimes you guys think I'm an arrogant asshole. I blame that on my mom. My mom just instilled a lot of confidence in me and always told me, if you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything you want. I always thought she was full of shit, but apparently it turns out she might be onto something, because it does certainly feel that way. And what I was able to do yesterday in that half marathon feels like just a small glimpse of what I'm able to do. The marathon didn't even feel that hard. I also feel I could do it with much more intensity. I still think there's so much more I can get from myself training-wise. There's so much more I have to still offer the world, and I'm going to continue to do this. But I need a lot of you to wake up. I need a lot of you to wake up and to start to really believe in yourself and start to believe in some of these things that I'm saying. Because it turns out that they're true. If you put the work in, if you have a cascade of disciplines surrounding the thing that you're the most interested in, you're going to see results. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of time, which, by the way, is the definition for power. Work over time. You put in a lot of work over a long period of time and you believe in yourself, you can make anything come true. Strength is never a weakness. Weakness is never a strength. Catch you guys later.